over and overthrew the Pug King in his throne, Jolie the Barbarian, the one and only. And we are joined here today by a fresh sub coming straight up from Canada. It is Ben, also known as Code. Welcome on in, Ben.
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today, we are going to be doing our third qualifier games on AZAROV'S resting place. And for our first game, we have Oblivion versus Lunatic. And it is going to be Oblivion on the killer playing Artist. We'll see how this game goes. And hopefully, it turns out to be an exciting one.
Okay. Any what about the other killers during this group? Do you know?
During this group, it's going to be for our second match, Lunatic versus Minor Misery. And Lunatic is going to be our first killer, and that's going to be Pyramid Head. And then for our third match, before set 2, it's going to be Minor Misery versus Oblivion, with Minor Misery being on killer, also playing P-Head.
So one artist and 2 P-Heads on our first rounds. It's going to be an interesting one. We've seen a lot of Pyramid Head brought to us by the team so far.
Alright, we have Say on the artist, running Agitation, No Way Out, Painrez, and Corrupt. Gonna use the Crows to try to find survivors left to start, and hopefully get an early down before too many gens go out.
Okay.
Strategy on this will be trying to keep the survivors in the Corrupt zone and get a good 3-gen. And seeing this gen spread out, they have a 4-gen top mid. So we'll see how this plays.
Already a 4-gen spotted by you. That's really amazing. Crybaby just got hit by a second missile of Crows there, getting injured. And the music finally starts happening. A little bit of a visual block. Let me see if I can get rid of the... Nope, it's still gonna happen. Okay.
And with a good down here. Lots of artist players would rather go for the M1 instead of using the Crow, because the Crows are free zone potential, and it's safer just to go for the M1 for a quicker down.
No, 100%, yeah.
And it looks like this is going to be our first Painrez too. Let's see what gen
No Painrez, no yelling, no nothing. Interesting one.
They probably chose no Painrez because the down was very quick.
Yeah, that is a very good observation. Once you get a quick down, you really don't want to waste that Painrez into a gen that hasn't have that 25%, right? Gonna
it doesn't look like they're gonna go for the tunnel out.
At least not for now.
Gonna hit Cat and maybe go back to Cryby, who's ran all the way to main, most likely. Nope. Trying to protect this middle gen here. Trying to protect their 4-gen, actually.
We're seeing a lot of survivors over on this side of the map already, though. Also, next time, Code, don't mention the perks. We mention them as we find them out.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Just in case. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No worries.
Looks like we're gonna be taking a chase bottom mid.
This is a bad chase, though.
Miss swing, yeah, away from their gens.
See one ping. Wow!
Many Crows hits.
He hit everyone except Tarza.
With that artist add-on, Severed Hands, it really gets easier to get someone with Crows.
Yeah, the swarming when they're together, right?
Yes.
Now, what's the second add-on?
I am unsure. I'm unfamiliar with artist add-on, but I know
something, I believe.
I know the Severed Hands is a really popular artist add-on.
I believe the one is the Festering Crow, and it reduces the utilization of the power by 0.5 seconds. Which isn't much, but
it can add up quickly.
Yeah.
Looks like we're having trouble committing to a chase here, but then again, wanting to protect the gen spread at top.
I mean, he has 3 injuries, so...
Yeah, a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, exactly. Not a bad outcome so far. It's probably going to be a
really
4th injury? Yep.
This is what the artist is good at.
Yep. And now he has what? He can definitely wait it out. No, Survivor did really well. This is exactly what you need to do when you're going against artists. You never stay on a loop.
Especially this. They want to get that middle gen done. as well. And it looks like they're going to go for the resets as well. And getting a gen done. And that was the middle gen.
Uh-oh. This map is very prone to 3 gens, but that 4th gen would have been such a icing on the cake.
Yeah. But they got the down. Hopefully this will be a painter's hook for them. And to see which gen they are on. The gens at bottom, maybe. They do get a chance to look. Yeah, so 2 gens bottom, 3 gens top.
Have we seen them kick a gen yet? No. Well, we're gonna see them now.
Yes.
So
looking for more survivors. Catches one with the crow and sees one going for the save.
oh, he's gonna go for the tunnel here. Doesn't go for the grab. Light gets used.
And a really good light to get away.
Oh, and he eats the crows.
Amazing teamwork.
Nia being really
Like
good. Oh,
giving up
another
on the
gen.
tunnel and going for Cat here.
Yeah, but what do you do now though? Usually
At this
when
point,
you're in
they got
this
another gen done at bottom, so they really need to protect this 3 gen that they have.
yeah, but like usually when you're in this position as the artist, you would already have maybe someone close to getting tunneled out, or even better, getting someone already out, making it a 3v1.
That is true. If they do end up getting a good hook at this 3 gen, it might be possible, but it looks like all the survivors know about this 3 gen and are going to be running towards the bottom. So hopefully
Swing and a miss.
not get part of that position.
And he gave away. Damn, he let the Claudette move away from the side of the map that they actually wanted him on. Vaults the window. That's a weird one. Never seen that tactic before, and at least not when someone doesn't have bamboozle on that window.
And
A lot of
another
injuries, but no hooks.
They really want to protect this 3 gen here, and it looks like that's their strategy for now. Until they get a good chase in.
Look at that gen. Ooh, roughly 75% already. It was. I mean, we saw the artist get a really good start, but now it's looking a little bit more grim.
It's looking a bit rough for the artist, yes. These survivors are playing pretty well, going all the way down to bottom to not let artists get a hook in the top part of this map.
Missed skill check. Once again, bringing their attention away from the person that they were chasing. And we're just gonna run main for every single ounce of looping that David Drugs can get for free. Another swing and a miss.
Left going all the way down to the other gens, not being able to commit to that chase because they don't know who else can be up here.
The one problem with pain res is, what if the artist has no pain res hooks on this side?
That is true, because it doesn't look like they had a painters on the hill either.
Like,
so this could be a tough situation.
If they don't have a pain res on this side, this is gonna be so bad for the artist. Oh, the Nia was just ready for the.
Got off guard.
The Nia was ready for the flashy save if need be.
It's like going off and going for the survivors, doubling the hill gen.
Nope, double
Using
that.
the bird.
Why would? Okay, that's a weird one. Simsilla might have been a mistake there.
I think they lost track of where the artist was.
Oh, but then again, the artist didn't go for the hill, so they didn't cut them off, so they can actually, make it out. They can easily make it out and go to the other side of the map.
Patches, it looks like Tatsa at the other gen. That was very close to being finished before.
This is gonna be a slap.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be another M1.
But now, they're just gonna do the same thing that they've been doing all game, just gonna run to the other side of the map.
Eventually the survivors are going to get a gen done.
Yeah, exactly. They're just nibbling away at those gens. I really think that that the fact that he didn't get the Claudette down early on and let her go to the other side of the map really messed up the game.
Yeah.
And now I think Liard's just giving up on that 3-gen scenario, and it's just gonna go for as much points as it can.
Yeah, they're finally committing to a chase here. It's gonna be all the way down at Shack. Cryby doing a really good job avoiding these crows.
They actually missed that. Oh my goodness.
With a really good mind game here. What do I say? Let's see what this leads to.
There's the gen on the other side.
And then there's the gen. Looks like they're going to commit to this chase and hopefully get the down. With 2 no way out stats.
I mean, even then... Oh, let's do the sky, but gets blinded all the same. And that's gonna give him... Oh my goodness. It's not gonna give him a lot. No, she's gonna make that. Yep, she does make it. No way out, immediately activated. Someone was already at the gate.
But Cryby going down near the bottom at Shack.
Tip-a-tapper, no tip-a-tapper.
A basement hook. And both the exit gates are on the opposite side of the map. Going to try to hook more mid-map to get pressure on the gates and on the hook at the same time. Especially with artists using the birds to take people off of the gate.
I honestly think that's a mistake. To be completely honest. I think that is a mistake. I would have done the opposite. I would have hooked basement and then went to the other side of the map.
Maybe they can get another fresh hook survivor doing this though. Doesn't look like there's gen progress.
There's one.
And they get the they get the save. Or not gen progress, sorry, gate progress. Okay.
2 survivors swarmed. Pallet gets dropped. He might get a fresh here. There you go, there's the down from Scylla.
Cat getting caught by the crows too.
Yeah, but going
2 inches and a down. This could turn out to be a different story.
I think they're too greedy. Yeah, the gate's gonna get opened.
Maybe heal in time?
Ooh. Yeah, almost, but not exactly.
Very close. Looks like the artist is gonna force Tatsa.
Probably, yeah. Now he's gonna go for some Scylla. Oh, we might see a cheeky flashlight save though. No? No, they went for the heal instead. Well, now you gotta hook as far away as possible though.
If they get the hook on the hill, that'll be a really easy camping spot for the artist, especially with the crows.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Does not know where Cryby is. They're going very cautious here.
There you go.
And there's Cryby.
There's a body block. Why the hook trade there?
Because Cryby has already been hooked twice, so instead of going down and giving artists more stages. So it looks
precisely.
Yep.
Instead of a 2-pointer, they only release 1 point.
Yes.
So that's a 5-hook game. Cryby dies, and 2 survivors get hooked only once with 1 fresh daisy coming out. That's a total of 12 points for Oblivion, and more than enough for the survivors to count themselves lucky for their killer on the next one. Right now, we got 17 to 12. We will go on to the next one, which is going to be Lunatic versus Minor Misery. And Lunatic's killer, as you said, will be an executioner. We'll see you all in just a bit as we go into lobby change. Welcome back, everybody. We have your match. Lobby changes have finished. Lunatic versus Minor Misery, where Lunatic is going to be killing with the Executioner. Really good match by Lunatic Survivors prior, where they were able to escape with 3 survivors, only losing 1 in the process. Oblivion is going to have a tough time when they play the survivor side on that one. But right now, Lunatic has Might and Misery to face, and Might and Misery is not an easy team to face. What do you think about it?
I think this is going to be a fun matchup. We see Elflock, Juggernaut, Phaser, and Optional on the survivors, with Tatsa being the killer, as you said, Executioner. And once again, it's going to be on ARP, and we'll see how this game goes.
The infamous 3 to 4 gen map. It is so common to get a 4 gen on this map that it almost trumps Suffocation Pit.
We have a 3-gen top and a 3-gen bottom, so Tatsa's going to have to choose which side to take. And it looks like they're going to be using their power mid-map.
They're literally splitting the map in half.
They're splitting the map in half. The survivor can crouch over it to avoid getting tormented.
Yeah, but
we'll see if that will be.
I've never seen... I have never seen an Executioner do this on the map.
If it works, it works.
Exactly. That is what I usually say to Pug. If it works, it works.
Looks like Tatsa saw the crow being disturbed, so they're going to check to see if there's survivors nearby.
One of the perks that gets run a lot in Nurse gameplay is Spies from the Shadows, and I'm surprised that we don't see it more often. It's such a good informational perk.
Yeah, it's really starting to show up on Blight and Nurse especially, because they're not allowed many aura perks to find out where survivors are, unlike other lower tier killers.
But even then, it's better than aura.
Yeah, it can be.
Survivors most of the time don't really care if a crow is disturbed.
And it looks like survivors are still stealthing Corrupto. Or maybe have moved down to the bottom side of the map.
There you go, gonna reset.
He's gonna be resetting the trench in the middle.
Yep. We're gonna just put a nice little trench over there.
And he placed the Torment in front of the locker just in case the survivor went in there. Just to stall some more time.
He instead of going and checking the locker, he just puts a little bit of Torment in. Is he afraid to get head on? Like, is that the thing?
Maybe. It could have just been if the survivor was stealthing. And it looks like Corrupt is out, so all gens are now.
Are we going to see a ping, though? Has he been wasting his time? All survivors went to the other side of the map. Oh, that would be mighty bad.
Yeah.
Nope. One is here.
Nope.
Who's this?
First chase begins right
Fraser?
after Corrupt.
Yep, that's Fraser.
Phaser
No chase music still.
Almost a close down. Phaser avoiding the power.
There you go. There's a chase music.
Dropping the pallet and getting the quick down too.
Yep. That's one of those 50-50s that you got to be real careful in. Pitter patter, tiny feet. No pitter patter. I do wonder which side of the map he's gonna pick, because if survivors get to pick, they're gonna do 1 gen on each side.
Definitely. It looks like they're gonna hook near this middle gen. So they can push it both the hook. And the generator.
Oh. Someone was working on
the
that
gen
one.
being worked on at Fun Bus, so we'll see if they find the survivor or not. Looks like they're still gonna proxy the hook. Checking all the
that gen has a lot of
bottom.
progress, actually.
Yeah. Finding a survivor going for the save.
Oh, he missed the time.
Yeah,
he missed the time.
Didn't get the hit with the endurance. Optional avoiding the hit with the power.
Tarza gonna seem like gonna go for the tunnel here. One of Executioner's best.
Getting the stun and getting hit through the power.
Yep.
With the power.
It's just like the Huntress Hatchet. If you let go.
And getting caged here, so the cage goes to the bottom side of the map. So they can pressure the bottom gens and the cage.
Yeah, but that does mean that if he has any perks...
It will be a free save, yes.
Yeah. If he has any perks that work on hooks, they don't work anymore. It does, but it also denies a bunch of perks for the Survivor side. Oh my goodness, that gen is... Yep, that is ready to go.
Yeah.
Now, where's the Renato?
Yeah, looking for phaser.
There's one ping.
And a gen popped bottom.
There's two.
And two popped bottom. And now it's just the 3 gen at top. It's gonna look for phaser in the basement, deciding not to check.
I mean, see a bunch of scratch marks over there. Bleed marks?
No.
Doesn't seem like
They're
it.
gonna find elf block.
Yeah, that's not the target though. Nice little hit. Gets the pallet dropped.
Avoiding the second.
Go for the break.
This is really good zone potential.
No.
Only have the Z wall to work with. Let's see how this plays out.
That's it out. Yep, falling. Oh, fuck, down
Still
for the
unsure where
count.
phaser went to.
I mean, he had to be bottom, and there you go. Map
Another
is no
gen
longer
pop.
split.
And phaser getting reset too. So it's gonna be harder to get phaser out of this game.
We did get a fresh, which is an extra 3, but
Yeah, back on the hook in the middle.
it's not looking like he utilized the map to its fullest potential, let's just say.
Does have a 3 gen, but it's not as good as it was at the beginning of the match. But let's see if Tadza can still turn this game around.
I'd say that if it was a Blight, that's definitely 3 gen, but because it's an Executioner and he doesn't have the same mobility as Blight, that's not really a 3 gen, that's a really stretched out one.
Finding Juggernaut, trying to stealth for the save, getting a free hit. Not going to chase, going to continue proxying the hook.
Yep. Also, we got different add-ons from what we've seen before. We usually see double ranged add-ons. One of them is not. I believe it's duration, right?
Yes. And so they can hold the power more, and basically, as we saw before, against Elflock going around the whole loop, and then getting the hit with the power. Confirming second on Elf. Let's see where Tatsu decides to go. He's going to check the gens.
Check the top gens. I mean, I'd say that if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd say that they're on either side. That one and that one. There you go.
Yep.
Like, one of them I'm
Looks like
right. So is the other one? Am I right on the other one as well?
Yeah, maybe doing the hill gen because Tatsu does not have LOS on it still.
Oh, someone was here. Scratch marks on the ground. I don't think Tarza
Scratch
saw
marks.
them. I am using a filter. I will say right now, Pug does not use filters, but I do. Is this?
Yeah, I can tell it's a
is
lot
this-
brighter.
It was Fraser. Fraser was trying to get to the save, but Fraser is on death hook. Oh, there you go.
And there's Noah in play.
Yep, a little notification. I definitely go for the top one. Do you want to secure this 1 point? I don't think you do. You really want to go for top. Oh, he's gonna go for bottom. Oh, I think that's a big mistake because that's where Fraser was.
Yeah, it looks like the...
And he's out.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he is out. He should have went top, but you know, hindsight is a great thing.
Alright, let's see if maybe Tadza can find optional out in the map here.
Boom.
Nope, optional gets out too.
I mean, that's a 2-man fresh as a daisy escape, and then Fraser ends up escaping with his last stage on his back.
5-stage game.
It was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it was a 5-stage game. 11 points for Lunatic and 17 for Minor Misery. We're seeing a big difference in points. Survivors are scoring a lot more on this group than on the other one.
Yeah,
Hopefully it will
Survivors
continue.
definitely putting in their work for these matches.
Exactly. We'll see you all in just a bit as we go to swap for Minor Misery's chance at killing against Oblivion, and we're going to see an Executioner once again. See you all in just a bit.
And we are back. We are with our final match in set 1. It's going to be Minor Misery versus Oblivion. And with Minor Misery being on the killer, once again, an Executioner game on the AZAROV'S resting place.
Yep.
And looks like their player is going to be Moon playing Executioner.
Yeah, lots of executioners today. Like even on AZAROV'S, even on the Records Yard, saw a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, it's definitely a popular pick now, especially how his kit is all around tunneling on survivors, especially with those cages, ignoring any hook-related perks that survivors or killers can get.
Yeah, I mean, but due to the balancing, a lot of those survivors don't get. So is it more for the possibility of tunneling?
It could be, yeah, and especially if you get a cage down in your 3-gen, it could mean a win or a loss for the survivors. And it looks like Corrupt doing his job here, but it looks like the 3-gen is a bit to the right on the bottom side. Going for the strategy, going to... No, actually not going to put the trenches in the middle, unlike our other Executioner player.
The side's against it, yeah.
Seeing scratch marks near Shack. Wonder if they're going to go for the chase. And we see here, yep, already found Fabra on the Nia, going to loop. It looks like Crane.
Oh, he could have put the torment on the ground at the window, and she would have just jumped onto it. Well, I guess she just voluntarily walked into it as well.
She walked into it anyway, so it's fine. And it looks like they're going to be catching someone crossing through middle, trying to work on the gen's top. And who?
It's the Claudette.
This is going to be Trap. Going to chase around Truck. Going back through middle. Most likely going to try to work their way down to the Corrupt zone.
And there's another one.
Catching
Fabra.
Fabra back in middle, going to top. And we see here that our Executioner is running double range.
Yeah.
To get the long hit.
Double ranged add-ons. Once again, keeps running into the torment there.
Yeah, dropping the pallet at this jungle gym as well.
Although it seems like Morbid is having a little bit of a hard time tracking. Because he keeps going from one survivor and then swapping to another. Is that a balanced landing?
It might be. Let's see.
It definitely
Yes,
is.
it is. Still,
That's
might
a hit.
get caught off guard here. Yeah, there's still going to be a hit. Didn't have a pallet near the hill there, so that was very
First
unlucky.
gen.
And first gen is done. That was the gen down by bottom of the hill.
Was
Not
that a
getting the
close
power
one?
hit. That was very close.
Fabra just got
Getting
a
off
heal.
on Fabra.
Oh, they decide to go around.
Trap using the loop to its fullest potential, trying to avoid the trenches as much as possible.
Nope, not gonna hit
Another
on that
good
one
dodge from
either.
Trap to avoid the power.
Is he gonna break the wall? Yep. Open up this loop a little bit more, making it a lot more unsafe.
You see Corrupt is also gone, meaning they can work on the
Oh.
3-gen down at bottom.
They lost a Claudette.
Wow.
Claudette just shifted W away from main, and Morbid was pretty convinced that they were gonna stay at main. Who's
Might have
this?
caught a survivor at this truck here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Once
catching
again, Fabra. Only
Looks
two
like Fabra.
survivors.
Yeah, it looks like only Fabra and Trap. I was just about to say that. It only looks like Fabra and Trap are working these top generators here.
It's like we only see. Is this a 2v1 now?
Might be.
Pallet broken. Gonna go to the filler.
Still has killer instinct.
Oh.
And an amazing prediction
Yeah.
from Morbid here, thinking that the Neo was going to double back.
She has been double backing a lot.
Yes, very good.
So it is an important thing to note that survivors do have certain habits that they usually do when they dodge, and once you figure those out, it becomes pretty easy to predict what they're gonna do.
We're going to kick a gen here, and it's going to be no pop. So that could mean a different story for the survivors when they are pushing generators near the end of the game.
Yeah, 100%. And it also doesn't punish the survivors for overly working on one gen. If he did have pop, popping a 90% gen is completely different than popping a 50% one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the changes that they did to pop recently.
Yeah, 30% current progress. Whew. Plus the
30%?
5% base.
That was 20%.
No, it was 25 of current progress. Now it's 30% of current progress, I believe.
Alright.
I will double check.
I'm double checking as well.
Okay.
Looks like they're
Then-
trying to protect this hook as well.
I'll let you double check then. Who is it? Who's gonna come in for the save? Who wants to get a hook trade? No? No one? Oh!
Yeah, you nice hit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you were
Alita.
correct. 30% of its current profit. That is my
Yeah.
fault.
It used to be 25 max progress, then it was changed to 25 current, and now it's 30 current because they thought it was too weak. Oh,
Almost getting the double hit here. Gonna
Yeah.
hit Fabra only.
and I think, are we gonna see, no, Techno can't even, for the people list, even if he had it, because they're,
3 injures.
yeah, because
They're
they're
going to take the chase
bleeding
onto
out.
Techno on his brain.
Don't understand why he would swap targets here. If he got the tunnel out on Fabra, it would be such a massive blow for the survivors here. Ooh. One side
And
to
looks
another.
like Techno's gonna take this edge pallet.
I mean, the filler palette doesn't really work against the Executioner, though. There's Fabra. Oh, nice hit!
Getting an insane hit. Range coming in clutch there.
Really good hit.
Looks like they popped a gen though in the distance. So
Mhm.
this could be trouble for Morbid here on the Executioner.
3 gens popped. One person is on Death Hook, though. Ooh. And that's the first pain res, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. And they aren't going to camp the hook either. Most likely going to protect these gens. Try to set the win condition.
There's no way he can protect a 3 gen when there is none. I think there's 2 gens on each side.
The middle gen is very lucky to have that close, at least to the bottom one. So there could be a possible chance to protect these gens, but
Yeah.
it's very unlikely.
It's like in lack of a 3 gen, you actually got the best outcome, I guess.
Yes.
He is
Going to check back
proxying.
on Techno.
No one
Gonna
here?
find
No,
out.
there is someone here, and I
Oh.
think that's a leader?
It's either Alita or Fabra working
Yeah.
on the Shack gen.
We
Not
saw the
even going
torment
to
on the
check
ground.
either. Going back to confirm second stage.
I mean,
And so this is what Executioner's good at. Just can hold the power at the hook until someone comes for a save. And be very
There you go.
unsafe. And have to be trade. Confirming second.
I mean, not really like to say anything, but it is 10 points already just with these 4 stages,
Nice.
which is also it's almost the maximum amount of points that we've seen in this group. I think the maximum was 12.
12.
12 points for the killer. So
okay.
if he gets like a hook on the fresh as a daisy, he would actually be having more points than any other team so far in terms of killer.
He might get the kill here on Techno though. Going back to the hook.
Would
looks
they
like only
really let them
Trap.
go?
Trap tried going for the save, but had to run to the top part of the map. Unsure of where the other survivors could be. Trap or Trojan.
No, I mean they
And
popped the
looks like it's
gen.
gonna be a kill onto Techno.
There you go,
Popping Crack
2.
too.
Immediately we see the no way out notification. I mean, Trap is a fresh hook.
This is where the gamble can come from between No Way Out and Noed.
There you go, there's a hit. He drops the
Trying
pallet,
to dodge the
losing
hit.
a lot. That lost him so much.
We might see bounce landing
No.
yet again. Nope, going to get the hit.
Yeah.
And that's a down. With a fresh hook too. Near one of these gates, so this could be the end of Trap.
Yeah, he put him on the hill and just look at the gate menacingly, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably the goal here. Yep.
Look at that. Just like that, he is on his way to get a 2K. And it looked kind of dire for a couple of seconds there once the gens kept popping, but then the game slowed down on the last two. Are we going to see the double
Orbit
escape?
really played the end of this game very well, considering their gen spread. Yep. Looks like it's going to be an 8-stage game.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, an 8-stage game. 17 points to Minor Misery, 14 to Oblivion. And, well, this is going to be an interesting one, because one of them escaped fresh, but the other survivor escaped with only 1 hook left. Now we're going to go all the way around, where Lunatic is going to be facing Oblivion, and they're going to be playing the artist. We'll see you all in just a bit as we go into lobby change. Welcome back, everyone. We are going for the second round of games between Lunatic, Oblivion, and Minor Misery. Starting up with Lunatic versus Oblivion. Oblivion played against Lunatic already, and Oblivion managed to score 12 points. It was a 5-hook game where they got 1 kill and got 2 fresh stages off of the survivors, but the survivors did leave. 3 survivors did leave, 1 of them fresh and 2 with 2 hooks, meaning that the surviving team got 17 points. Right now, Lunatic's killer only has to score more than 12. That means 6 hooks would do. 5 hooks would also do, but they would have to get a fresh as a daisy on all of the survivors. So there's a lots of win conditions, but let's just say they need more than 6 hooks.
And
what's the killer, though?
Yeah, we're gonna see Tadza on the artist, and we already seen their pyramid head earlier in set 1, so we'll see how their artist does. It looks like they're gonna be running the same add-ons as Say did in our first set.
Which are
the
Severing Hands and the Festering Carrion.
Yes.
Yep.
Already shooting up the crows, trying to find survivors. Didn't hit anyone.
Oh, that's an interesting skin. I don't think I've seen a blue.
This is the Rift one, I believe.
And blue weapon, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Usually it's all ink. Now it's blue ink. It's different. We did see someone over there. Yep, there's a scratch mark. It's very vividly red, thanks to the filter that I'm using.
I think they're trying to protect survivors going up through the middle too quickly. I see a firecracker once again, looking up but still getting blinded. Losing the survivor, but finding a different one.
Yeah, exactly. Like he we're but gained another. We're just gonna see
Alita this time.
We're just gonna see pre-drops all the time. Is that what the tech is?
Yeah, most likely, especially against an artist, considering how well she can zone survivors away from the palette. It's gonna be a pretty common play.
That's not how you zone, though. I think that's is mistakenly zoning the survivor out, because you usually want to put the crow and then keep running. Well, never mind. If it works, it works.
Forcing Alita away from the shack, placing those 2 crows, made them go to the filler outside of it. So looks like we're gonna be seeing a basement hook too.
And they can camp this out to death easily.
Yeah, trying to beat the win con early on is probably their goal here. Breaking every single pallet that's been thrown down here as well. Leaving nothing for the survivors.
I mean, when in terms of gens, the 3 gen on this side is actually not ideal. The one on the right side is a little bit too far away.
Yeah. Even on the top side of the map too, the gen spread is not the best.
Yeah, it's weird that we've seen so many close and tight 3 gens and 4 gens even, and now on this one we see a little bit of more of a spread 3 gen on each side.
That's Dead by Daylight's RNG for you.
Yep, there you go. First gen popped. Is anyone anyone gonna come in for the unhook. I mean, they would do
Even
less.
with this hill here too, that's amazing for the artist.
It is.
Anyone
Like,
can save.
oh.
Getting two survivors.
Okay.
With the severed hands, even if they jump in lockers and jump out too early, they can get the crows right back on them.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about that. I think that's what happened. They were just passing the crows around between two of them.
Looks like we're gonna see Alita hit second stage as well.
I think you can still burn the crows, right?
No, they actually removed
They
any light
changed
burn.
that. Yeah, they changed all the light burn mechanics. Okay. Jesus, that was horrible to play Wraith.
Yeah, bring me back to those days as Survivor, burning the Wraith every 3 seconds. Another gen popping, getting that mid gen done. That splits the map in two. Looks like Tatsu's going to be confirming the death on Alita here down in the basement.
Oh.
But the survivors are going in.
Oh, but he misses
Not getting the injury either, missing the injury. But with the new hook grabs, looks like they're going to get injured anyways.
No, that's not what you
He's
want
in
to
a lot
do.
of trouble down in basement.
I mean, that
Looks
is
like they're
five.
going-
That is 5 points already.
Jumping in the locker to maybe save some time. Or not, sorry, not save some time for the artist. And the cycle repeats.
Yep.
Alita getting out of basement.
They're still
Artist
deep
going
wounded though. They're gonna need 20 seconds. Oh, who's that? That's Claudette, I think?
Yeah,
Trap?
that is trap.
Okay.
And that gen sounds very progressed too.
Very pog-dressed.
Yeah. Looks like Alita just got healed. And we're going to see Tadza kick this gen.
There you go.
With
Pop gets
Pop as well.
revealed. I mean, the win condition is more than 12 points. So far, they only got 8. Survivors still have somewhat of the advantage. They do have still have to break the 3-gen, which was a problem prior.
Finding Alita here, this could be a dangerous point for the survivors. Zoning with the birds once again.
But he just confused themselves. They don't know where she is.
And it looks
Look
like
at
they
that,
got
yes. They just
yeah,
left.
they got saved before going to second as well, with that distraction from Alita. This could be good for the survivors.
Uh-oh, Meg got found
Catching
out. Lai just manages to barely make it. Ooh, they're gonna have another
connecting
window to
these
work.
tiles. Yeah.
And Tarz is like really torn.
Yeah,
Doesn't know
Tadza's
which
trying
way
to
to
figure out
go.
which gen, because both gens are being worked on. Re-dropping the pallet. And going behind the rock. Not getting the bird hit either. Having the Z-wall to work with once again.
I mean, you're gonna have to make a decision here. And I guess they made the right decision. But that might be death, though. If they get... Nice, but that's the hit nonetheless. That's a confirmation on Alita's death. We already saw the firecracker, so no firecracker available.
Tadza's still worrying about the gen that Trap was on previously. Probably gonna check it now.
I mean, it's good to be worried. I mean, look at the progress. We can hear it. Once again, 3 pistons working on it. I mean,
Getting hit with
Pop
Pop again.
really knocks it down a peg, right? Even
Yeah,
if
looks
that
like they're
gen
resetting.
has... If that gen has 70%, 30% of 70% is 21. Plus the base of 5%, that's like 26% off of the gen
Oh yeah,
straight up.
easily. It looks like they reset top part to avoid the artist, and all these gens go back down to 0.
There's the 4th one.
Even the survivors know it. They have to get as much points as possible before the artist hits this win condition.
And there's only 4 hooks on the board. Prior, we only saw 5.
Protecting this middle area to stop the survivors going down through the map to work on their generators.
Yeah, but he only has eyes on 2. We haven't seen Techno all match. I just noticed. The
That
ace.
is correct, yeah.
Where has the ace been? Oh, there you go. Finally.
There's Techno working on the gems.
Finally finding out where Techno is.
Checking to see if any other survivor was on this gem.
Okay, Techno, you gotta run him for like 2 minutes. You gotta run him for 2 minutes, and you can't go down because if you go down, that's like the win con for the killer.
And getting
Well-
trapped here. And that is another hook for the artist. And Noah proccing too, so this save can be dangerous. Looking for the totem to see if there was a hook nearby it.
There is, but that's on the other side of the map.
Yeah, across the map. Finding Say out in the open here. This could be bad.
I mean, that's 12 points scored already for Lunatic, which would be the tie condition, but considering that Techno still has 2 hook stages left, I have a feeling that Lunatic might be getting their set win here.
Protecting the Noah totem with the
Yep.
Verge to confirm the second stage.
That's all he needs. He only needs the second stage in order to secure the win here. Even a hook trade would be bad for the survivors. I mean, I can say right now, if the survivors did not know that he had Noah, they definitely do now.
Not being able to get this totem either. And this looks like the win con is going to be Mets and past. I'm going on to second.
There you go.
Well played from Tadza and the survivors. Trying their hardest.
I mean, I think the Meg is still trying to go for the totem there.
Yeah, it's really hard considering as soon as you get hit, the totem's gonna reset all the way down to 0.
And Techno ends up dying. Oh, I know. Oh, they're gonna leave, but now. Oh, Hatch better spawn quick. It's not on this side. Oh, and a little bit of BM at the end, but nonetheless, they managed to escape, and that is a total of 32 to Lunatic and 27 to Oblivion. I will confirm with the mods. Do not worry, but it seems like it is a 32 to 27, meaning that Lunatic wins the first set of matches here. They'll need a second set win in order to progress. But right now we're gonna move on to Oblivion versus Minor Misery, and Oblivion chose to pick the Mastermind, Daddy Wesker themselves. See you all in just a bit as we go into lobby change.
And we are back during our set 2. And this match is going to be our 5th one, Oblivion versus Minor Misery. And we are going to be seeing Wesker for Oblivion, and that's going to be played by Finesse. And the other team is going to be Elflock, Juggernaut, Optional, and Phaser on the survivors once again.
I think they were the ones that got the most survivors out, right? On this group so far?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that was when they versed who was it? I don't remember. When they versed Moon, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Three-man
Yes.
escape, I think.
Was it Moon? Yes, it was.
I think
Yeah,
it
wait.
was a 3-man escape.
No, sorry, it was Tadza where they versed on Executioner. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I mean, either way, it was it was a 3-man escape, right? No team has managed to live with 4 survivors, I think.
Yeah, every killer has gotten their kill, which is
Okay.
really good for them. They're
Good,
playing,
at
they're
least-
playing, they're playing well.
Yeah, exactly. At least they got some of their bloodlust out, which is always nice to see. But yeah, we are gonna see little Mr. Daddy Wesker. I do love a little bit of Wesker because of how janky the animations are sometimes, and the throwing and everything.
definitely.
It's just so much fun to see.
Especially with all the new texts that are coming out on Wesker, seeing people innovate with them, seeing all the different strategies people can come up with to securing a hit.
The most common that I see is the when they rush to one side but turn the camera onto the other so that they will slam in a particular direction.
Yes.
It is
They turn
really interesting.
Where they turn mid-bound?
It's mid-dash. Like mid-dash, they
Yes,
they
as a turning. Yes, Eurobends. And it looks like they're going to be running Unicorn Medallion with the lab photo.
Yep.
Unicorn Medallion makes their first rush much more lethal. And being able to catch divers with that and a hit onto Phaser.
Oh, he got stuck
And
on the
running
wall.
into the truck too. This might be a quick down.
Yep.
And with the lab
Indeed it
photo
is.
being able to break pallets, this is going to be quick zoning from Wesker. And already down onto Phaser, not even 30 seconds into the match. This can be a tough spot for the survivors, with Prep dropping as well.
I mean, let's see, right?
Started.
Optional DEC, Elflock, and Juggernaut need to bring out their A game now. Let's see what the gen status is. So he has a pretty good 3-gen with this middle one and the one at Shack and on the one on the right. It is a 4-gen on this side, but on the other side, what do we got? Yeah, on the other, this other side seems a little bit worse than the Shack
I'm
gen.
pretty sure the survivors already worked their way down to the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, most likely. Considering that we saw Juggernaut run towards bus, I think that assumption is correct. And Minor Misery isn't shy to let the person on the hook stay there for a while.
Trying to, found, it looks like optional, trying to get safe here. One thing about Wesker to win their match is that they have to tunnel, especially because the survivors keep their infection on them, making it easier to down them once they get.
Oh, that is so good.
No.
The body block.
And
Oh my god, he got
and
stuck!
getting stuck on Wesker too.
There's no pallet
This could
drop.
be bad for the survivors.
He breaks it.
The pallet with lab photo.
Oh my god, if that hit. If that hit, my goodness.
Deciding to chase instead of picking up. Getting the hit. Phaser dropping the pellet on the wrong side.
But yes!
Yes, too. Nice.
I mean, it buys him like, what, a few seconds? Oh my goodness, he's gonna
And he
make
didn't
it
have
back.
both rushes back in time. This could be a good time stall. And the hit being taken too.
Jesus.
Phaser getting the 8% from Wesker's infection. And missing the power. This is more of a time
Yeah, but
stall.
the 8% here, yeah, it's more than enough. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Going down
Oh,
on the pallet.
look
this
at
might
that,
be a
Elflock is
save.
right there trying to go for the save. Oh, is he far enough? Hit a pair of tiny feet.
I'll see you dead.
Okay, Wesker, calm down.
Looking up to avoid firecracker. Doesn't
But my goodness,
And that'll
that's
be
2
Phaser's
gens
dead.
for a kill. That's pretty good ratio right now.
With 2 injuries still on the board,
Yes.
this could be an upset.
Okay.
Committing to the gen.
That was an interesting thing. And the hit on that was also interesting, and my goodness.
With a unicorn medallion.
Finish!
Once again. Juggernaut being placed back on this hook, where we saw Phaser sit until second.
Yep, and that's a Scourge hook too. Jesus, Finnis is not messing around. He is really trying to get his team back on track, even though they just lost the first set prior to this one against Lunatic. He wants to win. He has absolutely full confidence in his abilities to Wesker this game out. Oh, you're gonna drop that, but you know,
With the lab photo,
Yeah.
it's really hard. Once again, another broken pallet.
the only thing that you're doing is delaying the inevitable. Give up.
Yeah.
Oh, but this time around,
With the infection happening as well, Wesker deciding not to break the pallet. With Juggernaut getting tons of distance all the way to Fun Bus.
Yeah, but the distance was instantly closed. Oh, that was a
Not
smart
being able
move.
to make the pallet either. Oh, actually being able to make the pallet.
I don't think he needed to do that. I think he actually would have gotten because of the 8%. But yeah, Juggernaut once again going
And
down
avoiding the tarp hitbox there.
Yep, but in the meantime, a gen popped somewhere. I didn't even hear it.
No, I don't think it's the one that they committed to.
Oh, okay.
Before taking the chase on Juggernaut. Gen spread is really good for the survivors. There's 2 gens on each side. And it looks like
The blast
is
mine.
gonna get hit by blast mine. Stalling more time.
Just gives a couple more seconds if they were running away from the...
We saw pop being used here as well on the gen.
If they were running away from the crime scene, it definitely buys them a little bit more time. It is a shame that he couldn't protect this side of the map.
Yeah, it was really good for Finis, but with the amount of kills and chases he's got now, I think it was worth it.
I mean,
confirming the death onto Juggernaut here as well.
That's the second time that he sticks around for the death. He seems to, like, are we gonna see just him going for one survivor and then just tunneling and camping it out? I think that's what his modus operandi has been so far.
Yeah, Poppy and Jen at main. Does this gen have enough progress? No, it doesn't because of the pop. They're not going to be able to get both of those gens
Hello there.
Finding
Playtime
Jesus.
is over.
So brutal.
really strong Wesker plays from Finis here.
Is that a balance?
Being able to get all the hits.
That is a balance. Oh, he got
And
stuck.
avoiding the hit. Outlook has to run away from this hill gen, so Optional might be able to complete it.
Oh my
Outlook going
goodness.
down really quickly.
I mean, he
And this
probably
might be another pain res. going
in
back
on
to
the
tucked
same
middle.
hook. Yep. Every single survivor has been hooked on this exact pain res.
And this will be a fresh hook on Elf.
That is really impressive that every single survivor has gone onto that exact same hook. It's like a rite of passage, I think. So the Claudette, I don't think she's going to be able to last until
Yes,
until F-Clock dies.
Especially because this area was burned when Juggernaut was taking chase. This could be a really short one. We'll see how well Optional does in these chases. With Lythe.
Oh, has to hide it out. Yep. Still has a pallet here. This is a pretty decent loop against Wesker though.
But with Lab Photo, this might be tricky.
Just breaks and she just forces Claudette to run away. Has another filler though. Just trying to buy as much time as possible.
And zoning from the Lab Photo once again. And this might be a hit.
Yep, yes it is. Now does
Optional
Elf-Lock
might be going for the
progress?
safe here as well, we'll see. Nope,
They were
continuing
trying
the pace.
to, but not really managing to get anything here.
W keying away from the hook as well.
I think this is going to be a full 4K. Like, is this the first 4K that we're going to get?
First 4K of this
Of this group, yeah.
Round 3, right?
I think it's the first 4K of this group, which is
nice.
pretty surprising. Not infected. Ooh.
Oh, and not getting the hits either.
Those new vault changes.
Really putting in the work here.
Yeah, but with the bloodlust and no pallet whatsoever, tries to go into the locker. And
That
Finis
looks
is
like
going
it's
to
going to
make
be a
it.
4K from Finis on Wesker.
Yep,
It's
that's
really
gonna-
well played.
That's going to give the win over to Oblivion on this set against Minor Misery, making it 1 for Oblivion and 1 for Lunatic, meaning that Minor Misery versus Lunatic is actually going to be the deciding factor of who goes through, because if Minor Misery manages to win, every single team will have 1 set win, but if Minor Misery loses to Lunatic, Lunatic will actually go through with a 2-set win. Exciting, exciting matches. We'll see you all in just a bit as we go into lobby change for the next match. Welcome back, everyone. We are on the final and apparently most exciting match of this group, because this match will decide who goes through. Either Minor Misery wins and everyone has a set win and we'll have to go for overall match points, or Lunatic wins and we're gonna give away the win for Lunatic with 2 set wins. Now, Oblivious has one, Lunatic has one. Oblivion is really hoping for Minor Misery to lose this one. And who is Minor Misery's killer, Ben? Tell me.
We're going to be seeing Demo being played by Moon. We saw earlier today that we saw Executioner be played by Moon, and they ended up winning that set against the Survivors.
Okay.
In terms of points.
Let us see then what's going to happen on this one, because this is like the climax of this group, which apparently is so close together, and I really wasn't expecting it. Usually we have a 2-set win from one of the teams already. Let us see. Moon, are you twitching your hands as well, or are you not a twitching type?
Oh, we'll see.
Oh.
Here and there.
Okay, he's not one of the twitching types. Good. I mean, I don't mind. But do you mind, Ben?
I don't care. I would do the same. It's just something to do while you're walking around.
Exactly. Pug does not understand.
Now we're gonna be seeing the glasses and heart on the Demogorgon to help
full
decrease shred cooldowns.
And now it's a completely and common thing now. Ever since the Aura reading add-on was changed / nerfed, it is so common to see these two combined.
Yeah, these are very common add-ons for Demo. It looks like Moon is going to be headed back to the uncorrupted area just to see if they can catch any survivors.
Oh my goodness, and
it looks like they did. And which survivor is this?
Well,
oh, never mind. They're gonna go onto Jaden. Here, it looks like.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to
launch
leap.
up the hill.
Yeah. He's trying to get that forward momentum. Goes over the window. Does she make it? Oh. Oh, that
Very
was so
close.
close.
That was really nice. This might be a hit though.
That definitely is, and it's a shred hit. Forced to drop the pallet there.
Too.
And they're gonna go over to another tile, but
another quick down.
Yep.
Corrupt already gone.
Jaden got a little bit of a back scratch from Demo, and that is not something I recommend.
He can be a little too aggressive at times. That is for sure.
Yep.
We saw with Killer Instinct that someone was working on that gen, and it looks like Demo might be running Deadlock and Rancor to help win this set.
Oh, I mean Rancor we definitely saw, but
Deadlock too with that gen being blocked from.
Oh, you're absolutely
iPod.
right. You're absolutely right. I didn't even check. I didn't even notice that the gen got blocked, and it was right in front of me. You are absolutely right.
So it looks like Cat has to be careful in endgame.
I mean, we don't allow the Mori, so it's only the insta-down that they have to be worried about. I think that was a little bit of light, maybe?
It could still help confirm a down, especially if one survivor is exposed. That is another down onto Jaden. Moon using the shred. Very well played.
Back scratchies only for Jaden, it seems like.
Sees the survivors on the gen, doubling it. Looks like we're going to see Cat and Cryblight both on this gen.
I mean,
already on second.
Minor Misery needs to get this win if they want to stay in the loop. Otherwise, they have absolutely no chances of going through. However, oh
and
no!
they catch Cryblight in the locker. This is a real big upset.
I mean, I think he's gonna go for the tunnel and Jaden decides not to. Instead, gonna go after the Nia here. Cat.
The survivors do know that Cat has Rancor, considering that survivors can see Demo's aura. And this Gen, once again, getting blocked with Deadlock.
Well, at least it hasn't been caught like 70 million times like the other Gen. Boom, there's the baseline. 3 survivors injured. Oh, just as I say that, Jaden gets the heal. 3 hooks on the board, 2 gens in.
Catching Cat once again. Only having these 2 hoops to work with and getting a body block hit.
That was really well played, I have to say. Oh, he should have committed to that.
That would have been really close.
Once again, he should have committed to that.
Not expecting Cat to be at the pallet still. And we can see Chemical Trap has been placed on it. So Demo breaks this. This
That's
could be
why
an
he doesn't
upset.
want to break it.
Yeah. Trying to mind game this pallet, but it's really hard. This might be a hit though. Not quite.
Oh,
Cat deciding to run away at the
preemptively.
perfect time.
I mean, all of that to just break it all the same. That was such a poor move.
Yeah.
He really should have decided to commit to the pallet straight up.
Yeah. Seeing scratch marks on this Gen, trying to figure out what survivor actually is here.
I would love to see Pebble being used in comp.
Pebble? Yeah,
Pebble.
definitely.
Like,
that would be fun.
I would laugh my ass off if
People
I
would
saw
probably
Pebble.
use it for a ghost face set, considering not many people enjoy it.
I would laugh my ass off if I saw a Pebble game. Just seeing a survivor just crouch, use Pebble, and then the killer's like, oh, he's over there.
It
And then
could end up working in the 1v1 scenario.
Oh yes, it would be
Looks
a
like they're
massive
gonna
thing.
get all resets though. With
I mean,
only
yeah.
with only 3 stages, or 3 hooks, I should say.
Which is the same as stages, but yes,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Is that a?
Some Scylla will dodge the shred to know for later.
That's 2. And
That
it's
is
down.
a quick down.
Hey, Moon is
I was
really
gonna
precise.
say this main building's really safe when it comes to looping it because you have the extra window near the door to look to see if the killer's committing to you. But against Demo, it can be harder.
There you
Then
go.
being
One
Deadlock
more.
as well, stalling even more time.
It looks like he's going for the slow burn
Yeah.
against these
Sadly though,
survivors.
the 3 gen at bottom did not get blocked.
Yeah, but Deadlock blocks the one with the most progress. So
Yeah.
it does mean that what's that? 2 pistons? Okay, so 50% was the most progress when that gen popped. Which isn't
Moon does
much.
not have to worry too much, but this could be an upset. Catching Cat once again.
No sprint burst. Oh, they keeps running into things. Decides to go for the shred due to the.
Popping the gen at Fun Bus, knowing that that gen was also really close to being
Yeah.
progressed.
And they
seeing
decide to go for the
everyone's
shreds because of
Seeing
the.
everyone's
add-ons.
aura with Rancor 2 just helps camp this out.
Second stage guaranteed, I think. Yep, there you go. Second stage guaranteed. Only 1 more gen. Nobody catches the Claudette. Just
Cryby. Looks like
Just
Cryby might
sitting around.
trade. Yes, going for the trade here. And getting the down too.
how?
Amazing.
How? What kind of hitbox was that? I thought they were. I mean, I
It
understand if
can
it
be
was a
tricky
Huntress
sometimes
hatchet.
getting those hits. It just takes patience and
Yeah, but it's just that since it was demo. I mean, if it was a Huntress hatchet, I'd completely understand because those things have hitboxes the size of trucks.
Demo's hitbox is pretty large, especially when he first got released.
No, yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and this looks like it's gonna be a death hook as well.
That is 100% death hook.
Question is here if the last two survivors are pushing the gen or if they're going for the stave. Considering Cat is Rancor, this could be an upset.
Yeah, and Cat is also fresh.
That is no, they've been hooked once, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
Know it also
1, 2,
game
3,
procced.
4, 5, 6, 7. I might be wrong. I will not.
So right now we're at a 2K and looks like survivors now know that Rancor is active, but I don't think they figured out if it was Noed yet. If they touch the doors, maybe. Because you're most likely either allowed one or the other.
Yeah, you can't combine them both.
Yeah.
What
Trying
is he
to find a
doing?
survivor. We saw one survivor.
I mean, yes, but it's weird that he's not chasing the survivor. He's just walking around. There you go.
Onto Jaden too. This is the fresh. So this can be really bad here. With the faked window vault too.
Cat left.
Oh, and it
Jaden's
doesn't
gonna.
look like they're gonna get Hatch either, because Hatch was at Shack. The only way out now is the door. The end game collapse.
Yeah, you don't make it to the door though.
Especially with Noah's
Unfortunate.
speed, getting bloodlust here.
And like they just
What?
find out about the Noed.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a 11 hook game.
Nope.
Nope.
Just as I said,
Oh yeah, you were correct. That is my
Cat
fault.
was fresh.
Cat was the fresh
So
one.
that means Minor Misery got 18 to Lunatic's 13, meaning that Minor Misery wins the overall match by 35 to 24. And right now I'm gonna have to confirm with the mods, if one of the mods can just step up right now to tell me who actually wins this group due to tie-in points.
We won't do that on stream.
Okay. Brooklyn
for
wants to
checking
keep
purpose.
it mysterious.
Well played by every team.
I agree. It was a very enjoyable last group.
Yeah. Second shot showed what killers had to perform better than others, and enjoyed every game after that. It was really fun.
Thank you so much for watching. I have been Jolie. This has been Brooklyn LJ on the background, hurling the mad bag of cats, and my partner in crime, Ben, over here.
Hello. Hope everyone has a good day, and hope you had fun watching the stream.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you all in the future. Hello, everyone. I wanted to create a little bit of suspense with everyone, maybe leaving you all hanging, but no. It has come to our attention that after all the math and the points have been counted up, it has been Oblivion with 65 points that will be going through and that have won this group. Brooklyn, Leger, and myself all confirmed the math, and it is indeed Oblivion. It is a shame because Mighty Miruzi did come close, but just not enough. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be most likely raiding out, so stay tuned, and we'll see you all next week for more Comp DBD.
Join the Pugdom Discord for more information. Puglicious.